Shalom, beloved. Our verse for today is the Gospel of Luke, chapter 13, verse 16. It reads, "And this woman, a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan has bound for 18 long years, ought she not be set free from this bondage on the Sabbath day?" Jesus had just healed someone, a lady, on the Sabbath day. And as in the many instances of doing such, the religious leaders of the people raised eyebrows. They condemned the healing act of Jesus. The Sabbath should be a day of rest. It should not be a day of work. Nobody should lift a finger of work on a Sabbath day. It should be a day of taking ourselves away from work so as to have more time, to be more disposed to make ourselves available to God, reading the scriptures and so on and so forth. And rather than do this, in the mind of these religious leaders, Jesus was doing work. He healed someone on the Sabbath day. In fact, he is disrespecting God, because by the time of Jesus, keeping the Sabbath had attained the status of being synonymous with keeping the law of God. And that has been so since after the exile. When the people came in from exile, they raised the practice of the Sabbath to the status of conferring identity to the people, so that if you said you are a child of God, you must keep the Sabbath. And here was Jesus not keeping the Sabbath. But that was a misunderstanding of what keeping the Sabbath meant. Actually, as they said, the Sabbath day should be God's day, a day of coming back to God. And therefore, it was a day of healing, a day we heal our broken lives before God, body, soul, and spirit. The whole person is to be healed. Not just the spirit, but the body also. It is a day of rest, so that the body rejuvenates after 6 days of work, healing. And Jesus sees someone who is in need of healing, and he performs this good act of bringing her to wholeness on the Sabbath day, and they say he has done wrong. And he replied, "What do we do on the Sabbath? To do good or to do wrong? To do evil before God or to do what is pleasing to God?" The fundamental question is, what Jesus did on the Sabbath, was it pleasing to God? Bringing someone, as he described her, a daughter of Abraham, to wholeness on the Sabbath. Jesus touches on our interpretation of the law. The law is not meant to kill. The law is meant to heal, to guide, to bring out goodness. When we misinterpret laws and use them against the people, it is against the will of God. And therefore, we ask God for the grace to realize that all laws that are good are meant to guide us unto goodness. We can go beyond law to do good. Lord, make sure that we do not do evil. But we do not stop at the law. We go beyond the law even to do good. In the canon law, the last canon says, the salvation of the soul is the supreme law. May whatsoever we do be directed towards the glory of God and the salvation of souls. We who have kept the laws of God. May he continue to bless you now and forever. Amen.